we've got one sort of loaded question, Jeff, I know, and I like this one because I think it brings us into some of what makes us different, the patented science. And it was the question, and I think this is important because it comes up a lot. Patients, we spend a lot of, paying $40 to $50, $60 for product is a lot. So the question was, how do other companies get away with $40, etc., when you guys are $69.95? AKA, what makes us more special? What makes you more special? I that kind of sums it up. They have a couple of ideas because this particular practitioner is familiar with our products, but we want to just go there and maybe break that up. If there's, what makes you different? Why are you guys $70 a bottle?
Well, do you want me to take the rest of the hour on this one?
Right. They might have to watch the whole hour and a half, and then I think anyone.
I'll just press mute
understand.
Now.
Where do I start? You can start by when you first pick up the bottle and you notice one is glass and the other one is plastic. Right? There's, immediately you can feel the difference in the two. When you turn the bottle around and you look at the label and you see Lactobacillus acidophilus, the LA1 guaranteed at 10 billion CFU, and then you see the BIO7 guaranteed at 3 billion CFU, and you see each organism and each amount is guaranteed, versus another one where you'll see 30 billion CFU combined of all these different organisms. And in that case, there's the potential for putting the most of the least expensive, the least of the most expensive in that blend, because you're not guaranteeing any one. When we first started doing Theralac, we looked at the papers. The paper said you need to have X number of billion CFU in a week. We made sure that in just 2 or 3 capsules, you got that kind of an amount per that organism and which ones work together. Then you add to that whether it's a DR cap, which opens in the stomach, or if there's no protection at all, stomach acid can reduce 99% of the bacteria in the stomach. Your stomach's a barrier to entry. So it kills most of the bugs you're swallowing right now. By adding our sodium alginate to that, we get what our guarantee is. We get that through the stomach. There's a little overage, there's a little bit on the exterior that gets killed, but we get the bacteria through. So you're paying for 30 billion, you're getting 30 billion. You're not paying for 30 and getting 15 or 5. So what are you getting where it needs to be, which is, in the small intestine. And it needs to get to where it needs to be. So the alginate actually works as a vehicle to take it for deep delivery. So that part is one part. Then, and this is just a little story from Randy, was when they were growing acidophilus, and the manager came running in and said, nothing is growing. And he said, I put everything in. They went back and they looked at the pumps, and the pump on the polysorbate 80 didn't work. But nobody wanted polysorbate 80, so we went into the lab and we found that you could use sunflower lecithin and oleic acid. You could wake these bacteria up. So they're very fragile. And what this does is reconstitutes the cell membrane so they can intake nutrients and output metabolites more quickly. So you start adding those two things to what it is. We can add the LactoStim to those competitor products and make them better. So what you're paying for is getting a product that really works. And there's some very unique things about it, but it has to do with, we guarantee it by strain, and we know what the strain does, so we can tell you what that is. And you've got a better product, and it's worth every penny of it.